Hello and welcome back to another OmniHeroes video. Now in this video we're just going to have a look at Hell 25. Excuse me, very rude. We're going to have a look at Hell 25. Now the Hatred Troll is a very strong boss, but if you are struggling against this boss, what you need is... Where's it gone? I've not got it in here, so in fact let's take out accuracy rate and let's go ahead and pop in the dodge. Where's it gone? Oh, have I used it? I think I have. Oh, that's why. Right, we'll take out dodge and we'll take out effect accuracy rate. Take you out. And then it is down here. This is the one. So after triggering dodge, retaliates with a basic attack against the attacker during battle. The reason that it's so powerful is because these guys attacks all enemies, dealing 60% damage. When an enemy deals basic attack, it will lose 1% of its max HP and is immune to all damage as well. So what we want is as many attack backs as possible. If you are struggling with this stage, if you don't have the damage, just take the boss straight out. You are looking for as much as many basic attacks as possible. Now, Verdians and Protectors do a lot of basic attacks. Mulan also does a lot of basic attacks as well, so very, very strong in this lineup. With regards to relics, we've just gone for Banner. So I've got 3-star Banner to give that Holy Shield protection. I've got the Lance, which provides the damage reduction. Increases the damage, relic damage of all allies as well. So we increase relic damage, and then we finally have Knight's Edge as well. Increase the leech rate, we increase attack of all allies by 30%, and the overheal received from all allies is increased by 150% as well. Second team, a little bit more basic. We just want to deal as much damage as possible, and we do that through Atrops, Dahlia, and Elisha. Ophelia here to contribute to increase, every time we increase HP, we also increase our attack, and Elma here to keep us alive. So if we have a look at our artifacts, we do have Splash Axe, we have Shield, we have Pursuit Dart, and we have the Swift Wings as well. We do have speed and speed for our artifacts. And again, the reason for that is because we rely on this to give us double ultimates, or technically triple ultimates if we crit. Now we do have all of our relics here. We do have the Leviathan. This is for the additional reflect rate. It is also applying silence, and we attack 3 targets. We also have the increased crit rate for our team here through Excalibur, and finally we get shielding for our team here. Not that we need it, but it also increases attack rate as well. Now, with regards to this boss, loses 1 HP when using a basic attack. You are not going to get rid of these guys. I'm very sure you will not get rid of these guys because I think they have more health than there is rounds. So they're doing 1 basic attack per round. I think 15 rounds it equates to 15 health. So you're not going to keep these guys down. You just need to do as much damage to the Phantom Queen as possible. So let's jump in. Let's see whether or not these teams are as effective as I think they will be. So as you can see, all of the corrode that's been applied to the enemy doesn't seem to have scratched them at the moment. What we need is for our team to avoid dying. Unfortunately, Lily and Leah here going down. We do apply the hindrance, and we are starting to do these basic attacks as well. We get the shielding, but unfortunately, I think it's a bit too late for that. Lily and Leah here to provide Monarch synergy along with Dullahan. Dullahan to increase the corrode stack limit, by the way. That's the reason that Dullahan is in the team. His primary purpose is to increase the corrode stack limit by 5, which allows Gaia to build up much faster as well. So, as you can see, we are doing a lot of basic attacks to these guys, but we're not going to be doing any further basic attacks except for when Mulan does a follow-up attack. Now, this is going to secure the deal. So when we heal, with Seraphina, we gain increased defense as well, which means it puts them out of range. We also lower their attack as well, but it puts them out of range of killing us effectively, which to me is very, very strong. It is a really powerful effect. Now, as you can see, we are doing reasonable amounts of damage with regards to actual, physical damage, direct damage from these ultimate attacks. But we are then also applying that corrode as well to the enemy, which I think is the most important thing about this team, is applying that corrode. Also, something to take note of, we do go under shields. So we don't attack this guy's shield because Seraphina is on the team. Again, we just need to do as much direct damage as possible. And as you can see, the shield has already gone down, even without taking these guys out. And it's because we're doing so much corrode damage that we should start to see over the course of the next couple of rounds that corrode really build up. Unfortunately, all of this corrode being applied is only being applied to one of the enemies and not to the main boss. So getting these down is a tactic, but again, you do need to make certain sacrifices in order for that to happen. So we do apply, or we get our relics popping off here. Unfortunately, we do get these misses. So potentially is a way forward is to just, when you dodge, retaliate with a basic attack to get these minions down as quickly as possible. Fortunately, Dullahan is applying that corrode, and we do need Gaia to hit this boss multiple times, but unfortunately she has not done so with that attack. We will get Mulan to apply corrode and burn as well. Burn is very different to corrode because it's a percentage based removal. So as you can see, we are removing certain percentages of this boss's health and not the actual, and not just doing raw damage to him, which corrode does. But the reason that that's so impactful is this boss has a lot of health. So when we apply that burn to this boss, it just means that we are in fact able to do a lot more damage than we would normally be able to do through corrode, which is why it's so strong. Seraphina goes down and Mulan only just survives. But fortunately we do heal up because we do have Mystifiers on the team. It is unfortunate that these guys are still alive, so I think potentially if we don't pass this one, which it looks like we're not going to do, because we're not going to get this corrode being applied anymore, I think we're going to change out the relics, the artifacts, to include the dodge relic as well. We'll go ahead and see. We'll see how that works anyway. Yeah, unfortunate, it is what it is, so that is a loss. So let's try this again. What we are going to do is, because we got a lot of misses last time, we are going to take keep you in, take you out, take you out, keep dodging, sorry, take accuracy rate out, and then we can go ahead and pop in our, there we go. There you are. So we pop in our horn here. Every time that we dodge, we will gain an increase. We'll retaliate back with a basic attack. Let's go ahead and see. So that is damage. We want attack increase on this one. So let's jump in. This team I'm not worried about. This team, absolutely not. I'm not worried about in any way, shape or form. We have still got that increased dodge, so we are basically relying on that dodge in these first two rounds. But we do get the miss here, and we do retaliate with basic attacks. As you can see, our units here are responding with this basic attack every time we get a dodge. So we do get two more misses here, and we should be able to go, it'll be much, much quicker. So we get three misses here, we get the retaliation of the basic attack, and then, yeah, it's all about these misses, all about dodging anyway, Ultra Instinct and all that sort of good stuff. So there's no way to remove the boss's speed, unfortunately, or the enemy minion's speed. There's no way to reduce that, with thanks to Gaia. Typically, you would see these minions go a bit slower, but as it stands at the moment, it is literally, we are just holding out for those dodges. Fortunately, the double stacks of Holy Shield will put the work in here. We get the double attack from Gaia, and these guys are basically dead. We just need a couple more dodges now, and then we can respond in kind. So there we go. I think there's 1, 2, 3 3 attacks. We got 3 more misses here. That is big. That is huge. We do get these responses as well. Get another miss, just the 1, unfortunately. But Gaia does take double action. And then we see these guys go down. The shield will be removed and half of the boss's health is gone. Now, these minions do return, but they return in round 10. So very, very strong. And this guy cannot have... we cannot apply buffs to himself because of the hindrance that's on there. So every time you see that hindrance pop up, you will effectively look to power through it, remove this shielding. But we'll see how much corrode damage is done here, because we're just hitting this guy now. Yeah, that is strong. We do apply the defense reduction, and we get the corrode in there as well. Double corrode, triple corrode, or quadruple corrode technically. Oh, not bad. And then yeah, so as you can see, a much cleaner run this time round. And again, it is all thanks to this relic here. This is your way of beating this boss. It is the key. It always has been, always will be. And now here we're going to apply hindrance again. The reason that it applies hindrance is because Lily and Leah purify a couple of debuffs when they perform their ultimate, which means that you're applying hindrance almost every round. While you've got Lily and Leah on the field, and while you've got a celestial unit with that amount of runes, or that unique rune set as well. So this should be the final round because of how much corrode we're going to apply to this enemy. Got a hindrance here. He removes all debuffs, unfortunately, so we are stuck. We do apply this burn, and we apply more burn, and we apply corrode, and we apply more corrode, and more burn. It is fantastic. I love this team. I really do. I'm really enjoying this team. And boss goes down. So this is the second team. Again, this is the one that I wasn't too worried about. And the reason I'm not too worried about is because we've got Elma and Undying Shield here as well. As you can see, we would have just gone straight down. Like, we would be dead without that Undying Shield against this boss. Fortunately, looks like we've got a lot of survivability on this team, to say the least. So Dahlia will swap. She swapped with Elisha at the moment. We really could do with her swapping with Atrops. The reason that we could do with her swapping with Atrops is because she'll boost Atrops' attack up as well, depending on how many buffs we get. So the reason that we get the double ultimate here from Atrops is because of the crit that can happen on her ultimate. So something that you need to keep in mind, the crit on her ultimate is from the healing. So you can crit on heals as well. So just something to keep in mind. How much? Yeah, so she's doing more than Dahlia is at the moment. We do get the double, which is very good for us. Unfortunately, that was... yeah, oh, we get the triple as well. Oh, that's not bad. But she didn't crit, unfortunately, so it is what it is. But I suspect that because now we've swapped with Atrops, we're going to start to see massive damage here from Dahlia and from Elisha as well. Not in this round, unfortunately, because, again, Dahlia only attacks front row. It's the reason that I've not included Chang in this particular setup as well. And again, it looks like we're doing a lot of damage, but actually this boss can only do 5%, or she can only take 5% damage maximum. So you firstly need to be doing that 5%, but you also then need to do that 20 times to the boss. So you need to hit this boss 20 times, which is why the double ultimates are so important. Double and triple ultimates just get you one round closer to killing this boss. So we'll see. We may need to change the team up, but I suspect after this, so if we can triple, can we triple? We did get the crit there, so this is the reason that we're getting the double. And no, unfortunately we can't, but I think Dahlia is going to start to do... That is a lot. As you can see, boss is not taking nearly as much damage as you think she is. And again, the reason for that is because she can only take 5% max damage at a time. Fortunately, I think we're doing over that threshold. Even Elma here doing over that threshold. It is mad how much damage you can get done with this team and with this particular setup. So very, very strong. And I think it is just a matter of patience. As you can see, doing a lot of damage here. It looks like we're doing a lot of damage, but again, you've got to take into consideration that 5% is very, very strong. It's a very powerful ability. And it looks like, because we're halfway there, it looks like round 12, I think, round 12, around 13, that these minions will go down. If that is the case, then it looks like we're flipping heck. I am a man in demand today. 7 messages from 3 chats. That's more than I've had in 6 weeks. No, I'm just joking. But again, we're not doing altogether too much, but what we are doing is switching with Dahlia and Atrops. So the more that Dahlia and Atrops switch, the better it will be for everybody involved. So here we're going to go into round 9, I believe. And these guys are nearly dead. They're nearly dead. Just got a couple more to go. Yeah, and there we go. So we're going to start to do much more. The reason that we're not doing as much is because we didn't get the double ult, unfortunately, from Atrops. But we are still doing more than 5%, I think. So we'll just have to see. I think that double ult really does kick in. Yeah, even Elisha doing a lot less. And it looks like we're fully built up now as well. So let's just check on this. Yeah, we are fully built up now, and it's just a waiting game. Unfortunately, we need that crit. Don't get it. Hold on. Sorry about this. I'm gonna see. We do win. I'll share this in a sec. Bear with me.